Hey, hi! Hi, hi! Welcome in, welcome in! Hey, hi! Oh, wait. Spoilers. No spoilers. Okay. Hey, hi! Welcome in, welcome in. We're playing Power World today! We're going on a boss hunt today to defeat all the bosses that we haven't defeated so far. And then, if we've got time, we'll try to fight Sunreach Tower boss and um what's its name called? It was like Petelius or something like that. The whale boss, whatever the whale boss was called, is our goal for today. I should move my big head out of the way. Sunreach and then the this little island whale boss thing. Um, Other than that, we've got our summonable raid bosses. That's the word I'm trying to pronounce. And just other world bosses or like alpha pals that are around the map. And then along with that, we could also hit the boss down here while we also explore it, since we haven't explored it. Same if there's a boss here, we could explore that and hit that. Most of our bosses that we have not hit are in Faybreak Island. I think all the ones that we haven't hit are in the Faybreak Island, one in the Sunreach, one or two in the Sunreach. And then there's this island, that island, the raid bosses, and for some reason this island we missed. We ended up missing that one. I could have sworn we had gone back specifically to kill that one, but I guess not. It hasn't been marked off. But to start off today, we're gonna look at bat facts. Why? Because I was curious about bat facts. This is by Department of the Interior .gov. So supposedly this is a gov. So hopefully this is a reliable source. Well, I wouldn't know. I didn't do the research myself. But we're going to look at like the first, 7 bat facts or whatever. There are a bajillion. There are 14,000 species of bats worldwide, apparently, which is really cool. There's so many bats. I love bats. That's why I decided to look this up, is because I love bats. I have a huge fascination with bats. I think they're cute. I think they're cool. I think they're just pretty unique. And I don't get to see them all that often where I live. Like, very, very rarely, and it's always from, like, far away. Not all bats hibernate, apparently. I didn't even know bats hibernate. I never really thought about it. I hadn't actually considered that. But apparently not all of them hibernate anyway. Even though bears and bats are the two most well-known hibernators. Are they? I didn't know that. Not all bats spend their winter in caves. Species like the spotted bat survive by migrating to warmer areas in search of food. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought was going on, is that they either are just built different, and I know caves tend to be a little warmer because they're not out in the harsh elements. And so I was like, I thought they might just survive in caves or migrate or something. But I guess some of them also hibernate. That's pretty cool. They don't have a lot of natural predators, like very, very few. Most of it's other flying animals and like your other common bird like killers. So like stuff like the snakes and other stuff like that. But also owls and hawks kill them, or at least the smaller species. But apparently disease is one of the biggest ones, which I feel like goes for most animals, but probably like a bigger so for bats. Which means that we could eat, like, if they started becoming immune to has killed over 90% of the northern long-eared. If they start becoming immune to this, then we're gonna be overrun with bats. That'd be fun. Without bats, say goodnight. Bananas, avocados, and mangoes. Over 300 species of fruit depend on bats for pollination. Bats pollinate? Bats helps spread seeds for fruits, nuts, and figs. Yeah, I was like, I figured that because I know that they mostly eat like fruits and berries and stuff like that. But I had no idea they were pollinators. That's cool. Just like a hummingbird, the lesser long-nosed bat can hover at flowers using its 3-inch long tongue, equal to its body length, to feed on nectar in desert environments. Oh, that's cool. Night insects have the most to fear from bats. Okay, yeah, they also, like, a lot of them eat insects as well. A bat can eat their entire body weight in insects, numbering in the thousands. Bro, can we get more? These mosquitoes need to go. I'm so sick of mosquitoes. Where I live, it's like, there can, at certain times in the year, there can tend to be like tons and tons of mosquitoes. Because I live kind of close to a large lake. Well, I guess all lakes are large. So, yeah, a lake. And so it's super marshy, like a few miles from my home. And so mosquitoes are ridiculous. So can we get more bats to eat them? Bats are the only flying mammal. That's part of the reason why I think they're cool. They're the only flying mammal. They're one of the few animals that ever actually use echolocation. And they hang upside down, which is just unique and interesting. But like, unlike birds, which aren't mammals, they lay eggs. Bats are the only flying mammal. Stuff like, well, I guess like the flying squirrel can only glide, but like bats truly fly. That's really cool. That's really cool. Bats may be small, but they're fast. That's also true. They can reach over speeds 100 miles per hour. That's crazy. I knew that bats are the fastest flying animal, or like there's a species of bat that's the fastest flying animal. And before you come at me, yes, there is the hawk. I don't remember what hawk it is, but it dives at like 120 miles per hour. But diving is not the same as flying. Now, is it? So just because it flies and dives at 120 doesn't mean it. So like vertical, so like left to right, I think it's one of the species of bats that holds the fastest flying speed. So I think that's really cool. And then I kind of read through all these and like they're not particularly interesting in my opinion. So now you know more about bats. You're welcome. Bats are cool. Bats are fancy. So you know, now we can start playing palworld. Oh, I leveled up to level 80 apparently. I did a ton of breeding off stream. And so all I did was like today was like complete some assignments I've had and then breed pals up. Oh. So we've got a couple new pals, or like a couple special pals I want to show you. I got our Moldron Christ to just bred up to like crazy numbers. So we got Demon God, Legend, Immortality, and Siren of the Void, which basically just ups its attacks and defense, and Immortality grants it regeneration by doing attacks. No, no, not the fish. Moldron Christ is not a fish. I'll have you know. And then, oh, I also bred up a better Hydrolon because I wanted something that's good for flying. It's not 100%. I didn't want infinite stamina. It just kind of happened conveniently. I want the one that from the Xenolord. It's natural based passive because it grants like dragon and dark type attack bonus, which is perfect because that's what Hydrolon is. So all his attacks are gonna be dragon and dark. Other than that, he's got Swift for movement speed, Immortality, just because that's like one of the best ones I have. Legend for attack, defense, and again movement speed, Because Argelon is naturally, I think, one of the fastest. I think he's like naturally base stats. He's just slightly slower than Jetragon. But then once condensed and using his partner skill, and which increases speed, along with like better passives, he ends up being a decent bit faster than Jetragon. None of which I just think he looks sick. I think he looks way cooler than Jetragon, in my opinion. Which is what made me sad that Jetragon is slower than him. Is that, like, now Jetragon kind of isn't all that special, really. Like Jetragon, if Eidolon is the fastest, Jetragon is kind of like, he looks mediocre. His attacks are decent, I guess. But, like, the one thing he had going for him was his speed. But now he doesn't. Who else did? And then I've been trying to breed a good Lylene because we need. The frick happened to you up there? Why are you major injured? Wait, why are you injured? What? What happened? Why are you at 1 HP? Did you get into a fight with someone or something that I never saw? Okay. Well, we'll let him heal up real quick. Weird. Yeah. Okay. We got our breeding pals ready. Okay. Breed the rest of them, or raise the rest of them. Now the problem here is that I really did not want to spend like an insane amount of time on these guys. So right now I'm just trying to get enough to max this Lylene out, and then I'll just pay for the what are they called? What are they called? Oh my goodness, the passives that we want. Because all I really wanted was the Heart of the Immovable King, but what we need is medicine production. Let me show you. Let's actually swap our team back to our battle team. Thank you for the headbats. Oh, I also bred up a Wistela. Because Wistela is cute and fun, and I don't know. We needed more dark types. I know I have a Moldra and Christ, but I don't know if it's going to be a permanent part of our team because it's dragging Eidolon down. Why are you mining again? I thought I turned that. Oh, right. I forgot. I had turned her mining off, but then I returned it back on so that way we could unlock some of this. Because I've been running some expeditions. What other things should we do? Never let your streamer. Your next move. Yeah? You did it. You're right. You didn't attack me after the head pat. Wow. What? I'm baffled. Acquired. Oh, we need a ton of gunpowder. I don't believe it. It'll just be a matter of time before you attack me when I least expect it anyway. I knew it! I knew it! I should never trust you. But up here, I managed to farm up enough to get one of these. But we need medicine production to actually get this up and running, unfortunately. So we need a good Lylene for that. So maybe we'll just take a minute to prep that up. So all I need is to condense it a little further. What else have I been? Oh, I want to show you. Look how cute she is. Like, I've seen some of her animations. She's adorable. Let's lift. But the cutest one. Oh, I also redid some of our bases, so we could check that out. Oh, I forgot to do this on the other side. But instead of our fishing, I've got this because the big fishing wouldn't fit here. And so we need to find a different place for the big fishing. Well, look at this. Look how cute this is. This is so adorable. Oh, she just chases the little star around. It's so cute. That's all I've. Let's see. I think it's so cute. And Realm Party increases defense of dark type pals by 30%. So with Eidolon, which that also increases with Wistella increases his speed. It also increases their defense. And then with like Belenoir Libro or something, playing in that thing, pay extra, right? They should work harder if they're just gonna play in the hot spring. I don't know, but they're cute, so I'll allow it this one time. But they definitely do need to work harder if they just gonna play in the hot spring. Let's make sure that we've got these guys creating more so we can start condensing them more. I don't know, we'll just throw in like 11 cakes. And then I've been farming up Coralum with these guys by butchering those guys. So let's, now that this guy's all healed up, we can reassign him to up there. And not like a ton of it, but because it's actually kind of slow. But I also rebreeded them into having lavish hospitality, which says drop items obtained from this pal are plus 100%. Now I don't know if that means farming or butchering, but it didn't take long to breed it into them, and so I was like, whatever. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's whatever. And as you can see, our farming base is gone because I put it here because we weren't using this base. And I was like, I don't know what to do with it. So I redid our farming base to be a little more efficient. Ah, rude. So as you can see over here is all our beds, which has the nice little view of everything. I didn't really know where else to put them. Here is our monitoring stand and just some like passive buffs. Our two little cooking. And then over here is all the plants. So it's a little neat. I like how it turned out a little neater. And now they're all so much closer. And so they don't have to run from like all the way across the base or up top and all the way down or something like that. So now it's just like here to there to there to there kind of stuff. Like that. Like they just take care of that and then she'll move on to over there or something. And then the longest path is just running from that far end to put it in this chest kind of stuff. So we've got crazy food, but at least it's now even more efficient, you know? It works out, works out. We've got so much food that I just make like tons of it, and we still have so much. Look at this. I can max this out. 9,999 of everything it consumes. And we still, that barely even touched our reserves. Look at this. Like nothing had ever changed. So we are good on food for a while. And so yeah, we're fine there. We're fine and dandy. And I've even been making the Mindstrom because we have so much. and it increases work speed. Well, this just did, I think this did the same thing. Slightly increases work speed. Well, this one just increases work speed. So I assume it's better. Also, it has higher nutrition and higher sand value. And so they're not going to come back to eat as often, and they're not going to get upset. Oh! Which means we could probably run this whole base on, like hard work. Maybe even super hard work. But we'll just run it on normal hard work. Because I think we've got so much food that it doesn't even matter if they're working extra hard. And then apparently almost everything here has insomnia, I guess. So we'll just sleep here. But the reason why we can do that is one, because we have the two of these, along with everything's kind of more efficient, along with good sand food, and we have a shroomer knocked. Highly like a completely condensed shroomer knocked, which decreases the drop rate by 15%. Oh, I also finished condensing our jelliette, and so now our watering's even more powerful. We got Prunelia, which once we have a bunch more like workbooks for planting, I'll just max out this Prunelia and then replace the Petelia with another Prunelia. Make it even crazier, more efficient. And then we've got celery, just kind of because. Maybe I should set celery like specifically to do the mill. Maybe that's what I should have celery do. And we'll just constantly be making tons of flour. Yeah, I like that plan. And then let's... there we go. Let's recollect these guys. I know I could switch it out with the little passive party whatever, but I don't like how it just throws them back in the base instead of replacing them from where they are. Because like it would set all the whole party that I just had as the first like 6 in the box, and I was like, I don't want that. I want them a little more neatly organized, so that way they're not just being thrown in there. Positive thinker, artisan, diet lover. Ooh, that might actually be better than this one. Yeah, instead of impatient, it has diet lover. Sweet, that's one of the things I've been waiting for. Now I don't even think we have to buy any, like pay for any what passives that I wanted for them. Let's see. Sand drops 20%, sand drops 10% slower. So it's a total of 30% slower, which means we don't need positive thinker. We could look at maybe replacing that. Artisan for plus 50 work speed, diet lover, so that way it's not consuming all our food. We've really kind of maxed out how little things are eating, honestly. And over here, speaking of working harder, we could probably raise this to set to hard work with 2 Shroomer knocks. I don't know if it stacks. Oh, maybe it does. That's 15 plus 15 is 30. I think that's 30% slower. Along with Prunelia, who's manning the sanitation or like med clinic, which also drastically lowers how fast things are. Let's got level 4 medicine production. Maybe we should breed like 2 Lily Nox just for the medicine production. One for here and one for over at our main base. As you can see, everyone here is working hard, as they should be. And then look at all this great stuff that we get from this. We get 7 ancient civilization cores, so we're finally getting cores. We get chromite, which is great because I hate farming for chromite. And we get a decent amount of like good spheres from it. Some giant palsels, which can then be crushed to little palsels if need be, and a bunch of ancient pal manuscripts. So this is going great. Until we beat the next boss. This is like the best one that we got, which is completely on accident because I bred up a ton of Muldra and Chris, and then I even went out and leveled them up. I just put like 4 of them in my party and then put 1 strong pal in my party, and then defeated the Sakurajima tower boss. And so now if I set all of these to go there, look at their firepower. Look, like with just 1 row, we already hit 100%. And so maxing it out gets us 219%. And then we just need to hit the rest of the numbers basically. Mostly our dark requirement. But while we're at it, we can at least hit, you know, the other stuff. We need to replace some of these. These are not the strongest. This page was supposed to be like the next strongest, but clearly these are like level 20, level 30. I think this was when we were like level 25 or something, and so they need to get replaced. And then over here in our garbage, we can continue with this of selecting all the strongest. And we just hit our dark requirement. And then we have got 92 out of 100. So let's select all the dark ones in here before we run out of slots. Bushi knocked. Wait, we don't need the darks. We just hit our dark requirement. So we'll choose like all the highest levels. What am I talking about? Wumpo. Bushi knocked. Another Bushi. Well, 51. 63. Oh, I guess that's all of them. Okay, and now we get 272% of the rewards. I think the max level it can go up to is like 300%. So we're not terribly far off from just maxing it out, which is pretty good. There we go. Let's go back to our main base so we drop the rest of this crap off. Because I want to start off today with... There we go. That's the button I was looking for. With getting some more, like, axing out our better gear. Getting some better gear. But as you can see, we have 696 Coralum right now. 1,500 Hexalite. I've been stocking up on Hexalite. Let's make, like, an extra 100. Why not? We've got 1,600 plasteel, because I don't want to run out of that. 500 pal metal, 1,000 refined ingots, 300 normal ingots. Maybe we should just build a ton of these. There. 1,360. Sure. Why not? Out of everything, why not? And then... Apparently we still have 1,000 charcoal. I don't remember making so much charcoal, but sure, why not? So we're finally again good on materials. We've also got a ton of ultimate spheres, a handful of exotic spheres, and a few soul and ancient spheres, just in case there's something that we really want that's really powerful. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have set that expedition. We're gonna go cancel that expedition. I just realized we're gonna need those guys for our raid boss, aren't we? When we go fight raids, we're not... I want... Oh. Well... We're gonna cancel that. Because we're gonna need those guys for when we fight our raid. Like with the because that's the other half the reason why I bred so many Moldrons, was so that way we could fill up a whole box of them. Because I ended up with more than I had anticipated, but I think it's a pretty good amount. Because I was like, yeah, just enough to build a box full. And then while I was breeding enough to condense all of those as well, I ended up with extra ones that had all the perfect passives. And so I was like, sure, why not? Okay, wait. None of these are like perfect ones, are they? You're pretty perfect. Diet lover, artisan. It's just missing positive thinker, which is the one that we wanted to replace anyway. So we'll keep these two to condense later. Just so that way we have spare Lily Knox for whatever we might need. So now we can finally get started. We're gonna swap this Lily out. Holy crap, look at it level up. Level 1 to level 13 is just gaining and gaining. Where's all this XP coming from? And then instead of the sand, because I don't think what it's going to be doing is going to drag down sand very much. Insomnia would be good. It could work through the night, but I think its dark type allows it to be work through the night as well. Work slave? Yeah, I guess since it's going to be one of the few on the whatchamacallit, the building. That's literally all it... That's what's... it's going to need to build really fast. The workbench, that's the word I'm looking for. Since it's going to be on the workbench, it's going to need... Airplane. Okay, let's... What else do you have? Okay, you have level 9. Sweet. We only have to spend 1 book on you then. Which we have 11, but I did. If like each one required like 4, then we might not have had enough. Sweet. Now you're maxed out. Let's go. These are our 2 builders. And maybe we should build a clinic station just so that way she has something to do when she's not making stuff. Was that? Yeah, like that? Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess. Whatever. You know, it wouldn't hurt to have one. Alright, so this should make literally everything that we need. Yeah, it looks like it makes everything possible. Ooh. We could build the best armor right now that we have. You know what? It's probably gonna take a long time till we can even get the legendary variation, if we ever end up getting the legendary variation. If we don't, if we just get the legendary variation immediately, I'm gonna be so upset. And then we could build the charge rifle right now, the legendary charge rifle, because it's legendary. But let's look at our what other things we can build first, in case we can build something like way better out of it instead. We should get the laser sword or enhanced lily spear, whichever one's better, just so we have a melee attack if we want it, and just because I think they look cool. Melee attacks are cool, and we don't have the legendary Terra Prisma yet, so that's just the schematics for that. Okay, I was like, what are you doing in here? Let's see. They've got epic variation of the tactical grenade launcher, which I think is like one of the best. Let's look at our tech tree. Beam launcher, we don't have. Plasma rifle takes palaxide anyway. We don't have that. Same with drone launcher. Scatter beam takes palaxolite. This takes sorelite and AI cores. We're gonna need to build a bunch of AI cores. Yeah, tactical grenade launcher is the next strongest that we can build. So maybe we should build that one. Heavy assault rifle. Do we have one of those? Heavy assault rifle. Maybe in our excess over here. No, we don't. Okay. And oh, here's enhanced lily spear. 1200 attack. Well, this has 2000. 1000 to 2000. So yeah, that one, other one's probably better. Combat SMG. And then charge rifle. Maybe we should go, because this has 1200 damage. Maybe we should just go for, ooh, wait, this has 20,000. This has 12,000. Man. If it does that much damage, more on the base variation, how much damage is it going to do more once we like get the like higher levels? How much is this? Sorelite and gunpowder. That better be like pretty good. For how expensive, like you'd have to sacrifice a lot of sorelite for that. What kind of enhanced? Yeah, grenade launchers. Like all of this is like low level stuff in here from the looks of it, except for these two. And you. Gatling gun, laser Gatling gun. Grenade launcher. Beam scatter. Hey, that'll be useful. Okay, we'll take the higher level stuff over here. Advanced bow. Which one was the best bow? It was the mechanical bow. Where's advanced bow? Oh, all the way down here at 57. So you are not the best. So we'll put all like the really good stuff. We're like the end level guns and stuff like that in this one. That way we can know what we're looking at. Yeah, so we'll build, if we can, the tactical grenade launcher. And we'll just look at the others. They might have finished up here. Sweet. Look at this. Okay. So our health is at 1200. Oh, we should build a new shield. Our shield is pretty old. 1300. And our defense went from 948 to 1700. Sweet. You know, I think if it wasn't for the like the side skirt and just like the unevenness of it, I think it would look so much better. But I think it could look pretty cool. I don't like this one isn't quite as obnoxious with how sticky out the unevenness is. But I like my armor symmetrical. That's something I've always hated about armor in video games, is that it's so unsymmetrical. Alright, alright. Oh wait, isn't lightweight ancient armor better? But that's only common. So until we can get like some what are the blueprints for that, it's not going to be any better. Also, we unlocked the wing pack, but we don't have any of the palworld. I think all the palworld or whatever is palworld is like end game kind of stuff. Ooh, where's it going? Let's see here. Let's make a handful of this. We need some of that. Come on, Lane. Thank you. Wow, look how fast that went. That was amazing. What's it take to build the AI cores again? Ancient civilization cores. That was our hindrance. That's right. That's right. But we're also limited by the amount of computer parts we have right now. Oh, this is going to take a minute. Okie dokie. There's a lot of things that we could... Are you done? Oh, wait, no, you're not the same... Oh. I forgot I still have my second segment out here. I forgot about that. Oops. Whatever. I was like, holy crap. You work way faster than Lilene. Nope. You're lying to me. Should we build... We haven't really needed the ultra grappling gun. Our hyper grappling gun's been performing pretty well for now. Let's see. That's the combat bow, not the mechanical bow. Laser gatlings. Charge rifle. This marksman rifle does look pretty sick. Oh, it's from the Ultra Kill collab. That's why we have it. Hitting coin with the marksman rifle causes the bullet to ricochet towards enemies. Huh. Interesting. Okay, okay. Let's put some of this stuff that we have away now. We put that away. And we're gonna totally kick whatever our next boss is. Like that, the little green guy, the little cactus guy who's like level 30 something. Or maybe he's level 40. We're gonna kick his butt. What level did you say? Level 40. Yeah. Yeah. So, to upgrade, we're definitely gonna want... I want a new weapon. Because we are not doing anything. The vortex beater's been okay, but it's kind of just been lacking behind recently. A new shield would be good. A new module, well, would be nice, isn't necessary. But I'd like a new gun. You're supposed to be really quick, Segment. You're supposed to be the fastest. Wait, what are your passives? I don't think we ever actually looked at her passives. I think this one's the one working. Nimble, which at least gets her to where she needs to be fast enough. Work slave, workaholic, and diet lover. Okay, you know, they're not terrible passives, I guess. They could be worse. They could be worse. Yay. If we get like one of the legendary, like legend on it or something to increase work speed. I don't know if that one increases work speed. Okay, almost done, almost done, almost done. Come on. Yes, thank you. Now we can start looking at weapons. So we wanted you, tactical grenade launcher, right? 7 AI cores. Man, that's gonna take all of our AI cores. But it doesn't take any ancient civilization parts, so that's nice. The requirement for ancient civilization parts is becoming a hindrance. Like this one takes 5, and that's what we want next. Where's the laser sword? Is it up here? Laser sword. AI cores. I think it would be better to get the gun. That way we could shoot. Ugh, that was rude. Tactical grenade launcher ammo. Can we start the grenade launcher ammo over here? Energy cartridge, charge rifle, boost, assault rifle. No, I'm not seeing it. We did unlock it, didn't we? Yeah, right here. Solarlight, gunpowder. Okay, that's gonna also take a minute. Let's check out what Depresso gave us. I think I already spent it, but Depresso gives us status resistances, which is gonna be kind of pretty nice. So that way we're not getting. Oh, hello, Dead Wolf. Is that how you pronounce your name? Hi, Dead Wolf. Status resist, I think, if I had to guess, is like the burn, the vine whip, the muddy, the ones that like freeze us, the shock. So hopefully we're not going to be stopped so often by that obnoxious ability. Because I was also farming. What's his name? Was it? No, not you. 4 levels. I did a stupid and I was like, oh yeah, we just killed this one. We have to move on. Like, I started off with killing this boss when I was leveling up all our Moldrons. And I was like, oh yeah, we just killed that boss. And so we have to move on to the next one. Because we have to wait till that respawns. You don't. I'm just an idiot. That's how it works for all of these bosses, just not the tower bosses. And so I went down here and fought this one a handful of times, and his stupid arena is covered in those electric lasers that kept shocking me, and that was like the hardest thing I had to deal with the entire time I was farming levels. It was so obnoxious. But let's look at like dark pals that we might want for our team. Because, well, Moldron Christ is really strong. He's not providing for Eidrelon. And doesn't get the boost from Wistelia. And we should also start farming up Bella Noir, so that way we can upgrade her Nightmare Bloom. While imparting increases damage dealt by players and pals' ice attack when hitting the enemy's elemental weakness by 40%. Which is really, really, really good if we're fighting a dragon type. Outside of that, that's actually kind of blows. Are you done yet? Sekhmet, Lyleen's lapping you. She's lapping you hard. I need you to perform better. She's got the same boost to work speed. Oh, well, I guess she has level 10 medicine production. You're only having level 7 handiwork. Maybe I should take one of you and up your handiwork. I think we have, yeah, we have a couple of handiwork books on us. I'm gonna take, wait, you're in here. What am I doing? Yoink you. Oh wait, I don't actually need to release you, do I? Okay, 8. No, stop. I was trying to press B, not continue. Well, at least I don't have to condense you anymore. Man, that's kind of a shame. I just wasted all those. 7. Let's see. It's going to go up to... Let's see. Like, maybe one... No, not one more. The next time it's condensed is going to condense the transporting. And then the last condensing ups each one once. So it's going to go 8. So if we give this one 2... 1, 2. There we go. That's the max you're gonna have. Okay, stop mining. Why are you guys mining? I thought I just took that off too. Or is it Moldron? Moldron, are you the one mining? Gosh darn it, Moldron. You're making a mess. Okay, there we go. There we go. Excuse? Okay. What do you recommend on doing in the game? I started playing and I've got to my first tower. Ooh, okay. Highly recommend getting a Vixie. Let me show you who Vixie is. Got the big elephant on the starter. Nice. That is a crazy catch. That will probably carry you for a little bit because it's level 38. So that's a great start. Let me show you. So when you set up a base, I would set up a base. Let's see. There's Okay, there's a handful of things that you could do to start out in the beginning. One is go up here to catch this Chillet. Chillet is a really good early game pal because it does dragon damage, and when you ride it, if you unlock its saddle, it will give your attacks dragon damage. And dragon damage is good against pals because there's this type chart. So neutrals aren't good against anything. Darks are strong against neutrals. Dragons are good against darks. And there's, I think, the most amount of pals are dark. Yeah. And especially early on, there's a lot of stronger dark pals. So they're really good. You can find that in your, if you go to options survival guide, you could also pull it up through down here. This is here and it tells you a ton of stuff. Like elements will give you this. And it will explain a ton of stuff, but it doesn't ever tell you about it. And so like nobody ever even knows about this thing. It's not like all that crazy important. It's like, oh, this is what hunger is. This is what that is. So I recommend for pals to catch early on, Chillet is a great one. And in our Paldopedia, you can find, where is it? Daydream early on. Daydream spawns down here very early on, only at night. But if you then unlock its passive skill, it will still appear out as if you summoned it, even when you don't. And so it can attack, but also most importantly, it doesn't kill the pal. Which means if it's still at 1 HP, will make it a lot easier to catch anything. And since it's not fully out, it won't die. So you could have it out and a different pal out, technically. And so you're also upping your damage. So those are the two pals that I'd recommend. And then either right here across this bridge, there's a lot of ore, which you're going to need a lot of early on. And so putting a base here, these will respawn. Yeah. Daydream's great. I highly recommend getting Daydream early on. But putting like a base here and then not building where this ore is, these will respawn over time and you can start farming ore early on. And that's a great way to get a lot of ore early, which is important for a lot of your beginning builds. And so that's important. Those are the two pals that I'd recommend. You can either build here. I recommend here because when you get raided occasionally, they either have to come across this bridge, which they struggle with, and you fight them like one at a time, Or when I built here originally, they kept spawning all the way down here, and then they'd walk around and jump up and then get stuck on these rocks. And so they could never actually attack our base. And so I didn't really have to worry about all my pals dying. So there's that. And then Vixie. Vixie spawns kind of around here typically is where I found a lot of them. Or wait, maybe it was over here in the red zone. Yeah, I think it was up here. You know what? I just pull up the Paldopedia. Vixie, no, your Cremus. Vixie, right here. So Vixie spawns, right there and over here on these islands. And so, oop, it's nighttime now. So like all along here and all down here. And if you put them in a ranch, which you unlock at level like 5 or something like that. Ranch. Right here. Yeah, level 5. You can... Vixie will give you a bunch of really good free stuff when assigned to the farming. So farming means that you put them in the ranch, and which means that their partner skill will give you stuff. And so like Lamball gives you wool when assigned to ranch, and so that's how you get wool. Instead of just killing a bunch of Lamballs, you can assign one of them. Chickpea produces eggs when at the ranch. Vixie, when not condensed, will give you normal pal spheres, and so you don't have to build those. Gives you arrows, so you always have ammo for your bow, and gold. And so it will give you a few of those occasionally when assigned. And so you have a passive income, which means that you're getting gold early, which is good. And you don't have to spend a bunch of materials on building pal spheres and arrows, which is really good because I carry that. I get the, when I first started, I recommend getting the triple bow. Where is it? The 3-shot bow, and then just using it all the way until you get past the musket, past the makeshift handgun, and probably maybe the handgun or the sword or something, or like the assault rifle. Those are when I would start maybe even considering switching off. But I think I used that bow until I got all the way up to like level 38, I think was when I switched off of it. And so I carried that for ages. And so having just a passive income for arrows was really good. Assault rifle is also another good one that you could eventually upgrade to, which is all the way at 45. So having a good bow will carry you a long way. Or like a lot of arrows. And I think you could also go for, if you wanted, a crossbow. Which, if you find like a good crossbow would work. I think that I got... Oh, that's what I did. I got a good schematic for a crossbow. So I switched to a crossbow at level like 25-ish, I think it was. Where is the crossbow I used? I don't see it. But the crossbow also uses arrows. And so I was doing good on arrows. And then when you condense the Vixie in the condenser, which means that they just nerfed this all. And so, or like buffed it all, technically. Where is the condenser? Am I crazy? Ah, here we are. Level 14, it takes an ancient technology point, which means you'll have to either defeat a boss of some kind. You can unlock it, and it's not terribly expensive to build, but you then can like condense 4 pals into 1. And so you sacrifice, let me teleport home. So there's different levels to it. The first condense gets you like star level 1, and there's a total of 4 stars. So here's my condenser here. And when you condense it, so like let's say I wanted to get condense. I don't have enough of these, but yet. But if I wanted to condense this foxicle, I could then sacrifice. I select one and sacrifice 4 more, so you need 5 in total to condense them, and that will give you 1 of the 4 stars. And then the next time you condense, it needs 8 more, and then like I think 16 and then 32, which it used to be like 100 something in total, but now it's only like 30 something total. But when you condense the stars like this, it upgrades specifically their partner skills. And so this 15%, see how it's blue, would then be upgraded. And Vixie, when Vixie is condensed, it then gives you the megaspheres. And then once condensed to level 2, it then gives you... No, I think level 4. So level 2 gives you megaspheres. Level 3 just increases how much it produces. And then level 4 gives you gigaspheres. And so you get all the early game good spheres early on. And so, like, for free. And so I still have a Vixie, I think, running around at my ranch base. Maybe not anymore. Maybe I took her out just because it's been so long since I've needed that stuff, but I still had a Vixie here for ages and ages. And so base-wise, I'd recommend you start off with your main base that is making like mining. And then once you get a second base going, you can start going into planting and gathering. Because that's like food is going to be your next problem. And then for like if you have like a third base, you start going into your other things like ranching, or I have one for breeding, but like maybe ranching stuff, so that way you can assign more pals to ranch. Right now I have like a whole base dedicated to the ranch. Mao is another good one that you could catch. They spawn in the dungeons early on, and they give you gold, and that's all they produce at the ranch. And so that's pretty good. And then the rest of these are all kind of other things that I have producing. So that's what I highly recommend, is Vixie, Daydream, chill it, building in a place that has a lot of ore. There's another place right behind this church here. Like right there on the map. You can kind of see it. Like the little dots there. But it's less protected, I feel. And then some other good information to know is that the low level areas is like this area here in green. And well, most of this beginning section here. So up until that bridge and this area here. Everything here is fairly low level, and then it goes over to here and these 2 islands here. So it goes up these ones, which are all still low level. So you can explore all of this without worrying about being under level. And then technically you could also explore these 2 islands, which are also like level 1 through 10, I think. And then it goes up to the other areas like here, and then over here, and then over here, and it expands out. And so you can explore all of this and get all the boss fights and anything else that it drops here, without really having to worry about like getting your butt kicked from high level things. And then bows are what I really liked. Oh, apparently I've picked up some stuff. Okay. Oh, they're probably done building our gun now, huh? Oh! That was rude. Roll. Oi, tactical gun. Let's build some ammo for that, so that way, you know, we can actually use it. This is gonna be what, 200? Yeah. Finally, we have a good weapon. It's been a minute since we've actually been able to do like anything to anything. Honestly, I'm just gonna put this sword away. We haven't been able to use it for a while now. I was using it against the bosses, and I was like, I'm not doing anything. But yeah, that's all the stuff that I'd recommend. Oh wow, they were fast with that. 260. We got spare ammo from that. Sweet. That's all the stuff that I'd recommend early on. Okay, so we've got... Is there anything else that we might even need? I would just throw the food in here. I don't care. Let's drop all this food off to our bases that might need it. Oh. Oh. Oh, good thing that was empty, huh? Okay. Now we can finally get to killing bosses. Once we're done with dropping all this food off. Let me freaking open. Thank you. Press the button like 5 times. And I guess this base is going to be the next base that eats a lot of food. Here we are. Nice. Okay, so let's go kill this boss real quick. So mark it off our task force. Or not task force, but task chart. Oh, we should also, before I forget, make sure that this ends up in here, so that way we don't accidentally store it all away. And along with that one. Is that all our spheres, our ammo? The keys, if they get sorted away, so be it. We haven't used a ton of them anyway. It's a bot. Kill it. Banned. Nerd. Okay, command to defensive. Alright, Westella, let's see what you got. Holy crap, this actually does damage. That's so nice. I know he was only level 40, but that's still nice to see that I do damage. Sweet, that was easy. Okay. Now on to the bosses that are actually going to give us a bit of an issue. I guess we'll just go through these one at a time. Now that we have a fast flying pal. It's not going to be a big deal to move around quickly. Unless we get shot down by the stupid freaking, whatever they're called, the rocket launcher guys. Meow. Freaking love this guy. Look how cool he is. I think the wings could have gone with like a little bit of a more natural texture instead of so blocky. But other than that, like if they had been a little more sharp angles, as if they were like being cut off or like had ripped off or like grew that way. Where is this guy? Oh, right there. All right, now Estella, show us what you got. Oh, look at that. I know it's not nearly as much, but it still did like, you could still see what it did. Which is a crazy difference to what it had been looking like. Okay, you're done. Easy peasy. I'm gonna get it off my screen so I can see. We killed the Dazinot. We've got you. We've got Omaskel. Okay, this looks like the closest one. Southwest-ish. This way. It said in a cave, so probably down here somewhere. This one? Shield Dragon Tunnel. Ooh. What's our guesses on what it's gonna be in here? I think it's Shield Dragon. Shield Dragon. What pal do we know that would be here that would be labeled as Shield Dragon? Not any of the legendaries, that's for sure. I don't think we've already seen a Phalaris, so I doubt it would be a Phalaris anyway. These are all kind of the other, like the, what are they called? Sunreach pals. Here we go. Xenogard. Need to find one of these. No, that's not right. Shield Dragon. I don't even know. Maybe Nocklum Ignis, but he's not really a dragon type. We've already seen an Astagon, but maybe. I have no idea. Shield Dragon. Can't think of any good like dragon types that would be shield. Ooh, can we? Is there a way to filter this? Yeah, there is. Filter for dragon types. Here we go. Blazemont, Xenogard, no. Or Zerk. No, he wouldn't really like. We haven't seen an Orzurk, but I don't think he would qualify as a dragon or like shield dragon. I just destroyed a random NPC in a battle. Oh, wow. Nice. Let's see. Wait. Listen to this guy. He sounds like a frog. He sounds like a frog. I noticed that when flying around. Blazemont Ryu, I think, only spawns as the raid boss, so I don't think it's gonna be him. Well, Yormantide Ignis? Yormantide Ignis was once a warrior who, after being wrongly convicted and cast into a volcano, returned to this pal to annihilate the kingdom. I don't know. Honestly, I don't have a clue. Shield Dragon. I don't even have a good guess. I'm sure as soon as I see it, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's so obvious. Silver Geas. Guardian Dragon of Ironclad. I don't know you. I guess it's not obvious. Let's catch you. I don't think we've caught one of you. Yeah. We'll use an Ultimate Sphere. Dragon type. So you know what? Moldron Christ is perfect for this. We can show off Moldron's abilities. Watch this. Holy crap. That was flawless. Not only did it freeze him solid, the fact that I forgot Moldron's Christ passive skill was going to do that. Nice. Silver Geas. I don't know you. Metallic component around its neck possesses magnetic properties. If its leg pieces get too close, they cling to it. When metal debris, that sounds like a pain in the butt, honestly. When metal debris builds up around its neck, it grudgingly begins cleaning and grows frustrated when it won't come off easily. That sounds more like a pain in the butt, just a miserable advantage. One party reduces shield regeneration delay by 30 and reduces damage taken by your shield by 65. Huh. Drops chromite. And does lumbering. Okay. Well, I do think I vaguely remember seeing a video about it technically being the fastest lumbering pal or whatever. Or like was competing to be one of the fastest lumbering pals. Which would be cool and all, but we honestly do not need a really good lumbering pal at all. Because we've got plenty of wood from our Nocklums. Or not Nocklums, Shroomers. Shroomer Nox, that's who they are. Which are also providing sandy defense. So, that's good. That's good. No! Who's trying to attack me? Also, I'm going the wrong way. Is it up here? Ah, hi there, Fangalope Lux. We don't need to save you. We don't. Oh wait, I guess Moldron Crest is also a Earth type. Cool. Sweet. Good work. Sweet. That was nice and easy. Okay. This is going by fast. Starion, which is basically straight south, which means we're just gonna run straight into this. These guys. Ah, they're up there. Let's go kill them. Oh, see, they're trying to shoot missiles at me. Ooh. Go down. Gosh darn you. I was literally holding the go down button. Well, that's what you get for not listening to me. My goodness. Maybe next time you'll listen. We need grappling gun. There we go. And up. Where's our Lilene? We're gonna need Lilene to res you. Westella! Kill them all! Do 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 do. I am a one-man army. Technically like a 5-man army since we have a team of like 6. Me counted the 5 pals. But I don't think it qualifies. Would you qualify having a bunch of pets, like having an attack dog while still taking out a whole army? Would you qualify as being a 1-man army or a 2-man army? Do you count the attack dog or no? Okay, go fast. Thank you. Ooh, we should also go around and collect all of those at some point. Oh wait, we're not missing a ton. Oh, I need to learn how to read a map. That might help us actually move along this faster. I think it said it was down here. Oh, right there. And the big one. Kill that one. Cool. Thank you. And we're off. Meow. Look how fast we are. So nice to have like a ridiculously fast pal. Celine was really nice, but Eidolon being like even this fast, it's also been really nice. Sweet. I'm gonna miss using Celine though. That's for sure. So, Celine is the reason. Like I was using Celine to level up all these guys in the first place. That's what I was using to end the tower boss in Sakurajima for points. The Moonflower Tower or whatever. Okay, you're dead. Nope, we totally flew right by one, I guess. Out here somewhere. You? Gildane? Okay. So, I just really liked the way she looked. I thought her design was really cool. Thank you. And the fact that she was fast and pretty unique on how, like, you ride on the moon instead of, like, their back was pretty cool. Where's the teleporter out here? There it is. And it's this one. Level 60. Sealed Realm of the Little Hero. The Little Hero. Alright, let's take our guesses. The Little Hero. This is still filtered for that, isn't it? Yeah. The little hero could be... Not any of you. You're all Sunreach pals. Verdash? Maybe. I think Verdash spawns here pretty consistently. So Verdash is a good guess. I think it might be... No, because didn't we find a Verdash somewhere else? Wasn't Verdash like way over here? Yeah. We've already seen Verdash. Maybe it's... I think we saw Nightmare somewhere else. And Little Hero wouldn't make much sense for it. Nope, we just fought Nyafia. Just a bit ago. Precious and Doomslayer would repeatedly rejoice when the flame began to weaken, but in the end it turned shrank by Soothsayer. That doesn't sound like a Little Hero. I don't remember if we fought one as a boss yet or not anyway. Man, I kind of really wanted to guess this. Well, guess we're to find out. This would have been better if I had started earlier. Smokey? Why would Smokey be the little hero? Dark type, so dragon type. Aggressive, kill them all. Well, we look at Smokey's index. Where is Smokey? I wish this was more in line of when you found him. The black flames are merely warm to the touch, but anything left in contact with them slowly melts from the inside. Hold some cheese over them and it becomes a true delicacy. Yeah, what makes you a hero? Come here. Wow, that works great. Also, why does that move seem to bypass my mercy hit? That's the second time I've accidentally killed something that I didn't want to kill using that. Well, that I didn't intend to kill. Or didn't expect to kill. I didn't care if it killed Smokey or not. But it's weird that it did, because I have mercy hit on. So it's a little confusing on why it didn't kill that one. I don't know. Seems rather suspicious to me. Over here? Nope, over here. I think up above. Yeah, look how cool. I love a good wyvern design. And yes, it's a wyvern, not a dragon. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I'm really glad you did. Okay, get good sleep and have fun and stay safe. Night night. Wait, where'd the boss go? Yeah. Wait, it's the Splat Arena. Is it like a nighttime exclusive one? It so is, isn't it? Okay, well, we'll be back at nighttime then. I remember Splat Arena used to be only appearable at night, and I thought her spawn was like over here somewhere. But they did move around a ton of the bosses and stuff. Down here. What's up, dude? Kill them all. Ice is actually strong against dragon. But we don't have a fire type, so eh. We have a loot moon, right? Yeah. Maybe I should just take this off. There we go, because Hydrolon wasn't doing the job. Guess when you want something done, you gotta do it yourself. Let's go kill Tetarossa Primo. Which, you know what? I don't think we've actually caught legitly yet. I think I might have got one from the, like a mutated egg, but I don't think we've caught one like completely legit yet. Yeah, I've only got 2, which is probably why. Oh, I forgot you're still in aggressive mode. Oopsies. I like this laser beam. Look how good that is. And then it explodes? Look at that. How convenient. I don't want to use your other 2 moves because they sound dangerous. What the frick killed you? How? What? That's one move. This is your other move. Wait, what killed you? Here's the damage dealt by players. Yeah, that looked like one of his attacks. You don't have that ice attack. That's one of Moldron's attacks. That was, Ice Split? No, that's Ice Spit. Wait, that's not even one of his active attacks yet. That was his Icicle Lance? Yeah, that was Icicle Lance. This move. That one, see? So what the So if you didn't even have it equipped and increased damage dealt, so it wasn't your passive. I thought it might have ended up being your passive because of that, but no. You shouldn't have any ice attacks. Nobody should be attacking. And you don't even have ice. Who killed you? Some ghost in the afterlife like just had some vengeance and he was like, oh, now's my time. I need to kill him. What the crap? So, like, some ghost of some ice type, a powerful ice type, had some kind of beef with the Tetarossa Primo. It was like, ah, he's low. Now's my chance for revenge. Okay, that's cool, but Ghost, piss off. You stole my catch. As long as I'm not in the air for long enough that it attacks me, then I should be fine. Nope, stop reloading. Now. Good, and we're off. Okay, we need to find the large U. There you are. And you know what? While we're over here, let's go get that. We can go check out that island and see what bosses are on that. Maybe there would be something really cool. Oh, except for there's that. Where's the jump? Here it is. I'm not flying, I'm jumping. Ooh, I love how pretty this view is. I do really like a good landscape aerial view. Though, I feel like this land, I don't know, I just don't like the look of this gray rock. It looks really bad in my opinion. Looks very sad. It's like all dirt, gray rock. I would be like, maybe if it looked super rocky from far away, it would look better, because then it kind of looks like a rocky mountain kind of location. But when it just looks like just gray, like just a missing texture kind of stuff, it's like, eh. It looks better when you're close up in it and going through it, but it definitely still lacks texture and like doesn't. Ooh, hey, what's up? Rock obsessed researcher. Metal on your mind. What did you actually need? 5 chromite. Do I even have 5 chromite? I have 5 chromite. Might as well get it done while we're here. Come on. Oh, I guess. There we go. Cool. Applied mining. Sweet. Come here. There we go. Sweetums. Beatums. And, ooh, what do you have? Come here. You've got lightning strike. Sure. You know what? Comet and iceberg. Ooh. Wonder if you're any good. It's only blue. 120. I'm kind of losing the need for a strong. Bro, I was gonna, when I was redesigning our planting base, I was like, yeah, this will be perfect. I'll have just like I figured out just how I want to put the skill fruit trees. Yeah, guess what? They need some end game like world tree items, and so we're not even close to getting that, unfortunately. It makes me sad. All right, let's check out what's here. Wait, who are you? Smoky Christ! Whoa! I've never seen one of you before. Moldron, Christ. Okay, we do have that. Ice spit. You better not die on me, Smokey. Oh, well, you didn't even hit him. Whoa, wait, that does area effect damage too? That's so good. That Icy Spit is a Moldron exclusive skill. Which, or Moldron Christ exclusive skill, yeah. And is crazy good. Because not only does it inflict high freeze, like a crazy amounts of freeze to its enemy, I've noticed, per hit. And so, like, see how it says freeze 100? I think that's like the amount of freeze it applies. And so like iceberg, crystal breath, and stuff like that might freeze an enemy just as much. But Ice Spit has like multiple hits. It does crazy damage, 600 power. So it does crazy damage. And now apparently it also affects the ground. That's really good. Cool. Smoky Christ. I never knew Smoky had a Christ form. That must be pretty new. Nothing up here. Let's go through this legitly. Ooh, let's go pick this up. You know what? While we're here, Smoky Christ. Okay. While we're here. Oh. Whoa, wait, who are you? Oh, wait, I can't catch bosses like this. Can I? Darn it. Forgot that doesn't let me catch him. Catcher's ring. Okay. Okay. Let's mark that off on our schematics and effigies. Check. We'll pick up the leaf monk effigy while we're here. Just so that way we don't ever have to really come back for. Wait, I did want you out for anything here. Well, not a bad island. It's probably just like the other island, which I can't even build on. Oh, well. Look at that. Our dreams have been answered. I want you. Who are you? Duelith Noct. Bro, we could have a Noct form of Duelith. Yes! That could take place of Moldron Christ instead. I really like the look of Noct. Or Duelith, and like the thought of that. Oh. Okay. Huh. You almost did damage to me. Get in the ball. Duelith Noct. Whoa, wait, he's level 70 and we just tanked him. Sweet. That ended up really good. Ew, mushrooms. I actually want Idol. Sweet. Alright, and let's make sure to get you so we don't accidentally mark you off for nothing. I can't tell if that sound is a truck going by or if it's raining outside or like thundering kind of far away. I see. Ooh, I think it's raining. Fun. I love a good rain and thunderstorm. I know I've talked about this a lot, but where I live, we so very rarely get a good thunderstorm. And so this is pretty exciting that we've gotten some good thunder and rain and stuff. Because like freaking everywhere in the world's been in a drought. So, and you know, already having been in a drought, typically, it being extra drought hasn't been helpful. Bro, I've really enjoyed streaming. I know this is totally off topic, but I've really enjoyed streaming and prepping for stream, because prepping for stream, I just like turn on an anime and I get to farm the boring stuff in the background, like the eggs, and then like do stuff that I want to about it. Prunelia. We don't need Prunelias. I just spent a bunch of time maxing them out. Dark needs dragon. Kill them all! And so, like, it's been nice. Well, it is hard to do some things without, like, like, you ever, let me put it like this. Have you ever, like, turned the music down so you could see better while driving kind of stuff? That's what I have to do to my, like, anime and other things when I'm, who did I just run over? Oh, sorry. That's what I have to do to like, achieve certain things while editing and stuff. Like, I'll edit a video and I have to turn everything off and to be able to focus and also to be able to hear the volume, and so that way I can sync up audio tracks. And so, because I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm ridiculously slow at editing. Everyone's like, yeah, it should be like 30 minutes. You can get like 2-3 videos out. I'm like, you're knocking out a video in 10 minutes at a time? That's crazy. It takes me like 40 minutes just to check off one. And that's like, you have to record it. You have to download my reference file, or like whatever reference one that I want. What is this? Orzurk. Oh, cool. Electric one. We need to get an Orzurk, don't we? I have to download like the TikTok that I'm referencing or something, so that way I can sync up the audio to it. Where is this buddy? Ah, hi buddy. Do I have one of you? No, I don't. Cryolink's Terra, huh? You know what? We're gonna go with Moldon, because I don't trust I don't trust our Eidolon's attacks anymore. Cool. And with the Frost, it doesn't get a chance to attack back very often. Cool. Sweet. So like you have to download that video. You have to like film and download my variation of it, which I typically take multiple takes just because I don't like my face recognition on this, especially with the audio tracking. The audio tracking, or like the mouth tracking, seems to be off a little bit. Maybe because I don't open my mouth wide enough for it to be like, oh, you're saying words, and it doesn't have the fancy vowel sound face is, so I can't do the more advanced face tracking on this model. Aside from that, it also, like, I forget to move around. I'm trying to get like, you'd think my ADD would work with me, but then I lock in and I like sit super still, and so it's a problem. So I don't bounce around in my video, and then I'm like, shoot, I should have bounced around and make it look a little better, but I always forget to. You know what? We're right here. I don't care. Hi. I wish this did damage, even like a little bit. It would have been nice, but it doesn't. Find Dragon's Baton. Okay. This one? Sure. And so, like, I take multiple takes of each video. I have to download all of that, and then you have to, like, get it all into DaVinci Resolve and sync it up, which takes a minute, because you can't start right when your TikTok starts, because then the audio that I plan on using will be off mark, or I also need a second for everything to like start up properly, and then you also have to end it at like the same point, so that way it's not going over and the audio doesn't sound weird, or all of a sudden it cuts to no audio. Is that all the bosses down here? Did we just defeat all the bosses? Oh man, we missed this over here. So then you have to sync it up, and then you have to do any editing you want with it, which takes cuts and like zoom ins and prepping everything and turning it into a short form, so it's not like full screen and all that, which takes a minute to do effects like that you want. And then you have to add the subtitling, which I always add subtitling for, so that way everybody can enjoy it. I don't want like, I want to be able to like let everybody be able to read it, and so, and like enjoy it. And a lot of people like watch with their sound off, maybe if they're in public or anything like that. And so I don't want, it's like I always try to add subtitles and make them look somewhat good. It's up there. And also, what am I, like, you also have to add like the kerning and the titling and the colors to that and all of that. At DaVinci Resolve, I don't know if I'm just not using it to its fullest potential, but I have to restart every single item that I do it on. Kill you. And so, or like not every single item, and so like not every word I have to do it for, but every time I start a new video, I have to re-input all the preferred settings for my titlings and lettering, and which takes a minute, and then I have to copy and paste those and then put in all the words at the right areas. So even like a simple little TikTok still takes me like 30 minutes or more. We got Wistelia, we got you. Let's go get a Dinothum. I don't think we've caught, we have caught a Dinothum already, I think. Yeah, we got the eggs from its when it formed in a group. So we just go kill this Dinothum. Up here? You look like the boss. Cool. Ancient civilization parts. Easy peasy. So like, they're like, yeah, just spend 30 minutes, like 2-3 times a day, or like 2-3 times a week is what I meant. And you should be able to knock out all, ooh, let's get this while we're right here. All your shorts and everything done. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. No. Wrong. Heart of the Immovable King. Disposable? Why are you giving me disposable? I'm a collector. I'm never gonna use it. I'm so very like, there's such a small chance that I ever actually end up using that. Actually, wait, isn't Heart of the Immovable King a legendary one though? Yeah, so there's a chance that I use it, just that way I don't have to go through a long process of breeding, but not a huge chance, because I want to be able to save it for, like, you know, things that I don't know. I'm afraid to use it because then I might need it later. And then, you know, you just never end up needing it, right? Or you never end up using it because there might be something that needs it more later. Oh, I totally forgot to Close this. We just killed the we just killed what's his face. Snock. We literally just rolled up, hit him once, and then he was dead. Just like we're gonna do to this guy. Easy peasy, and move on. Before we just end up getting bullied by 40 of them. Okay, okay. Get off my screen, please. Holy crap, that was... We were not supposed to be defeating all these bosses this fast. This was supposed to take a little while longer. But, you know what? Works for me. Don't care. Checking them off, baby. Let's go. Yeah, so... I don't know if I'm doing my editing wrong, but maybe I should start... Maybe it's also because of the type of TikToks that I edit. Maybe if I did more original content, then it would require a little less editing, because I want to do... I've been meaning to do the like a daily question or a weekly question TikTok series. So like every week there'd be one TikTok that asks like a daily random question, because I do that with all my friends. Every day or like a few times a week I'll ask them a random bizarre question, from what's your favorite color to what's your favorite song genre to anything. I think I've talked about this before, but oh, that is not... What is the best way to do this? Like that? Yeah, there we go. And so, like, maybe that wouldn't need a ton of editing, but I kind of put it off because I'm scared that it is going to take a ton of editing, and then I'm just going to be stuck there editing this video for like an hour or more. So that's a pain in the butt, and I just get so sick of editing because like it's pretty boring and hard to stay focused, because you just sit down and stare at the video, and it's pretty boring. And I'm just, maybe once I get better at it, I'll find it more entertaining, because then I know what I'm doing and how I want to do it, and I can do it quickly. Kill him. You know, this is a pretty cool island. If it wasn't for the fact that these were level 70 and it was also a hot zone. Well, actually, with our talisman and stuff and with our armor, we should be able to survive here just fine now. Could you die? Thank you. Well, like, it would be kind of cool to build here, I guess. I don't know. It's not like the coolest location. Like, right here, to getting this shot would be cool, but there's all this big rocks and lava in the way that would make that difficult. We completed that island. We just did that island. Let's look at the map. That island, check. We should go get the pangolin. I think we've got all pangolin ones that we've needed, but, you know, just to be safe. And maybe there's an achievement for catching every single one. Where are you? Right there. Pangolin. Check. And then I guess there's also the level 60 oil rig over there that we could go do. So let's head home, drop all these things that we've picked up from doing these bosses off. And yeah, oh, I guess we also have the raid bosses that we still need to do, don't we? I almost forgot about those. That might be helpful. That's the whole reason why I didn't send the Moldrons off to war. Over here, consumables? Yeah, here we are. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Wait, no, schematics are over here too. Where was I going? I was trying to put them in gear. Rings and talismans. Wait, Phalaris, Blaze Howl. Oh, we had a Phalaris Aqua. That's the other one I'm thinking of. Phalaris Aqua. I wonder what the difference between Blaze Howl and Phalaris Ring is. Oh my goodness, and I forgot to close this again. We just went home and put stuff away. Man, I was getting so much better at that, and now now I've just failed 4 times in a row, basically. Oh, wrong side. Sorlite, hardwood, palladium. You know, that's not terribly expensive, because we're farming up quite a bit of sorlite at a time. Phalaris ring. Ice damage reduction 4, fire damage enhancement 4. Grass damage reduction 4, fire damage enhancement 4. Oh, yeah, I guess fire is good against 2 different things, isn't it? So I wonder if you can go higher than 4. It's like, is 4 the cap? If I put both of these on, is it really only going to give me 1 plus 4 damage enhancement? Or will they stack and it's like a percentage? And so it's like plus 50 here. So it's like 100% bonus damage kind of thing. I wonder. But not enough to go bother testing it. Alright. So with these new boss battles, we're gonna need to actually stock up. So we can't build more AI cores yet, can we? Yeah, we don't have enough ancient civilization cores. I don't want to spend our last one. Just so that way we always have one in our base. Unfortunately, unfortunate. Which is the next best way to build a... You know what? We can sort armor. Here we are. Hyper shield, which is the one we have, right? So, ultra shield, advanced shield, all of these require ancient civilization. 30 ancient civilization, so quite expensive. So if we're gonna do this, we might as well go all the way for the ancient shield, which also requires 5 AI cores. Unfortunately. We've got the best armor we can actually build right now. Second best armor, one of the second best armors in the game, basically, if you don't count variations of them. So our armor and defense is good. We've got basically the best weapon we can build right now. So let's put some of our junk away. You know what? We don't need all these keys in our inventory anymore. Other materials, I guess. There's other consumables apparently, so they go over here. We do not need copper or I guess we can keep the silver keys. So that way we can continue to gain gold keys. I don't need simple bait or high quality bait on us. We don't even need deluxe bait on us, honestly. We just put that away. The alluring bait I'll keep on us for any fishing that we might do. And I think it's time that we put the mega spheres away as well. Because we're not going to be catching anything super low level for a bit. Well, I do want it in case we do go hunting for low levels. They're not like crazy heavy. They're only giving us 40 pounds. Oh yeah, we can keep them. We can keep them. Okay. Now, who do we still need to fight? We need to fight 4 bosses. Blazemut Ryu, who kicked our butts. The Xenolord, which will be fun. Hartalis, which I have no idea who that is. And Moonlord. So I guess we should fight Blazemut first. This is Ultra. Yeah, so we're not even gonna come close to that. Why are you here? You're not supposed to be in there. Actually, we'll just keep you on us. Yeah. And so we'll build as many Blazemut Ryus as we can, and then we'll fight the Moon Lord, because I think he might be the next weakest, honestly. Because I think technically his level is 5 levels lower than Blazemut Ryu, but in all honesty, just how relentless the Moon Lord is, I've heard that he's stronger than Blazemut. So we'll go fight Blazemut first. Which, Blazemut Ryu, I think we have him in our Palworld. Blazemut. Guess he would be down here at the bottom somewhere, I imagine. Well, wait. Oh, Bastigor. No, I guess he would be up with wherever the first Blazemut is. Duelith. Duelith not fires a powerful dark laser from his right hand. Blazemut Ryu, right here. Perfect. Oh, it's not giving me a typing. Okay, we know he's dark, though. If I remember right, he's dark, actually. I think I was surprised by the fact that he was dark and not fire or something like that. So, we need ice damage, right? And to protect ourselves against the dark variations. So, we need items that will protect us against dark and up ice. With our Moldron Christ, this should be literally just a massacre, hopefully. Hopefully. Where's our rings? Here we are. Dark enhancement up? No. Ice damage enhancement. Pal defense up. Do we have one of you? We don't. It would say 1. So we could build one of you. Okay. Come on, guys. I would really love that you guys would stay up here or something. And then we need key resist. No. Wait. Max carrying capacity. No, that's health up. Okay. And do we have anything that provides ice damage reduction? Or no, dark damage reduction? Wait, we need dragon type then. Duh, wait, what am I doing? He's a freaking dark type. Weak against dragon. I'm an idiot. We need dragon attack up. Pal defense, dragon damage enhancement. Yeah, that's what we need. Oh my goodness. Good thing I remembered, or else we're just gonna go completely off. We can keep these two. This is just good to have. This is health up 4, so unless there's like something way better than that, So we need dragon damage up and dark resistance. Dragon damage up, ice damage and no wait, dragon damage reduction. Got that. What are you? Attack up, pal attack up. We could build one of you. Just because I'm not seeing anything that would. I know we could probably go out and find one by now that would help us, but Pal defense up. Dragon damage enhancement. So as long as we just have like one that's gonna help us out, we could build the Dojin and just have 3 that just buff us basically. Health up, Defense up. Sekhmet, get your butt up here. Thank you. Pal attack up. And R attack up. Defense and our defense and health up, so we're not gonna die, which means that we have time to resurrect others. More health. Just crazy health up. Does this affect us? It does. Okay. I was gonna I was gonna make sure that like level 4 wasn't like we weren't maxing out for nothing, but our little health icon, we're at 1300 right now, and then we take this off, and all of a sudden we're at 1100. So that's at least upping that. And our defense is 1700 to 1400. So this is making a difference. That's good to see. Good to see. Taking decreases as defense increases. I don't know what it means by that, but like, I wonder if that's like a percentage or like how much damage they have to do before we take damage, but that wouldn't make a lot of sense. Okay, so we've got what it takes to fight that. We might have to come back for the other bosses to switch up our gear anyway. So, accessories, put the ice drum down. There we go. Okay. And let's make sure, I think they're still, yeah, they're still equipped, unfortunately. So we need to go fully cancel our dungeon raid, which we really should have just set them off on, honestly. It's been long enough. I think it's an hour per raid. Unfortunately, it's so long. Yeah, so they're still assigned, so we need to cancel all. There we go. Ooh, lag. That was ridiculous. My goodness. Okay. Now off to this base. We don't get to visit here often, but it's a very cool base. I wish we could assign this a different section. I wish we could then, like, once this is built, we could then build a second one off to the side, and then it would remove that one from the center, so it's not always having to be dead center of every base. Because I would love for this to sit dead center. Just look how cool it would look with the rest of this design. I think it would look so good. But that's a little, that doesn't matter. That's sidetracking. Shut up, me. We need dragon damage, but with you, with our dark enhancements, it will be fine. We're gonna go raid base. Just the way, one, it protects this little structure, so we're not wasting our little structure every time. Okay, so these are all level 60-ish. They sit between 50 and 60, most of them. And we were lucky enough to have like semi-decent health, like health, defense, and stuff stats on them. So that's good. And then we're gonna need our Lylines over here. Ooh. We'll move all of you over and put all our, I guess it doesn't actually matter. We have the Lyline knocked in our party. So as long as our Lyline doesn't die, then it doesn't matter. Where did we get this one? Oh, that was the one that needs to get condensed in, doesn't it? Okay. I was like, wait, what is the purpose of you? Actually, we'll just move you over to up there. Hi, buddy. Look at this. Holy crap, bro. Hey, that's so mean. Oh my goodness, that was ruthless. Level 55, huh? Okay. Change of plans. That was brutal. No. No. Stop petting. Stop petting! Command peaceful. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay. Nope, stop that. Thank you. Hey. Oh, okay. I was man, every time I'm like, hey, this is actually working out pretty well. Nope. I stand corrected. Man, I was really expecting this to work, to go, for them to survive a little longer. Please use your ability. Oh my goodness. Lylene, you make me angry. Come on. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we need to plan this out better a little bit, huh? You know what? Let's just put you all back in here. Man, that was... We had plenty of time at least. That seemed to go by pretty fast, so we killed him. Might be a cheap strategy, but it worked. I was hoping for more ancient civilization course from that. Level 55 my butt. Bro, he slaughtered all of us. He spawned in killing all of them. And maybe that's because he was like a technically also a fire type, and so he might have ended up with an attack that boosted him against our ice types or something. But still, rude. Okay. Where even is ours? 62, 61, 60. Yours. 72. Maybe we should at least put him in more often too. Okay. So, well, that's Blazemut Ryu down. That's that one down. We're gonna need Moon Lord. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna Google Moon Lord. Palworld Moon Lord. Moon Lord from Terraria appears as an end game raid boss. Give me his stats though. Non-element advantage. Moonlord is a non-element type, meaning standard elemental counters do not apply. Okay. High tier raiders like Shadowbeak, Shetragon, grass type mounted setups like D'Angelo bursting down his health bars. Oh yeah. So he doesn't have an elemental advantage. Well, that's going to make it hard to plan for then. Yeah. Let's see what other just stat health things we can build then. Attacks up and damage enhancements. I guess those might be the best because then we're not trying to like block up. Well, literally any of these would really work because they're damage enhancements. So our enhancements better. So maybe we should go for like a dark damage enhancement. That's dragon. Pal dark damage enhancement, pal defense up, which is part of our skill. And I don't know if we should be using our full raid base like this, or if they're slowing us down. I don't even know if the damage enhancement would work with them. To be fair. Because, like, they would be in the base. And so if they're not in the party, I don't think they'd get the our damage enhancement. Okay, put you back. And... oh, yeah, I guess we could also get a Blazemut Ryu now. Oh, you're backwards. There we go. Whoops. What do we got? What do we got? Eternal Flame. Alright. As long as it doesn't have anything stupid on it, I guess. Eternal Flame. I wonder what... increase to a fire and lightning. What? Lightning? What? You're literally a dark... fire dragon type. Oh, you are a dragon type. Wait. The Muldron Chris should have been kicking your butt. Why wasn't he kicking your butt? He should have had a severe advantage against you. Whatever. Let's go fight some Moon Lords. Gosh. I don't know why it is about what it is about these fence items. But they have such a hard time climbing over them. Okay. Celestial Sigil. We'll build like a whole 10 of them. Honestly, we're not using hollowed bars for literally anything else. And if we do, we can go farm them up. We could just go smash through the Terraria dungeon real quick. So I think we're going to actually use our party for this fight. I think that's the... because of Moon Lord's just rapid attacks and sweeping destruction, I don't think we can throw in all the Muldron Chris at the start just to see what would happen. But I don't think it's gonna do enough. That's not what I wanted. Because he's super strong, super resilient, and doesn't what's the word, like just has like these big AoE attacks, doesn't have a the whatever it's called, elemental damage buff or debuff technically. And so like our best bet is to aim for weak points, is what everyone said that I've seen. I'm losing my train of thought because I'm just trying to think of strategies that like might actually might be useful against them, and I can't think of a single freaking thing. This increases our defense at least. Let's make sure everyone eats one. And 61, 61, 62, 62, 61, 62, 62, 59, 59, 59, 59, 59, 59. Wait. Have we always had just one full box? Yeah, I was like, wait, I swear we had more. 53 to this 59. Okay. YOLO, I guess. Come here. Come here. I was hoping for, like, you know, a freeze effect. Be able to freeze them. But they haven't really frozen much so far. Move. Where's my attack? There it is. Okay, you do your attacks now. Are you even hitting? I can't tell if this is hitting him or it just goes straight through him and hits the ground behind him. Oh, it is doing damage. Okay, hit his eyes. Come here. Okay, if you're not going to use your attacks, I'll have to use them for you. Yeah, see, he has the weak points in his hands and eyes. So, if I can just hit those, if you'd stop moving. I don't know if this is going to help at all. Yeah, he's level 50, so compared to Blasmat Rios, who's level 55, he's supposed to be easier. I don't know if I'm marking this or not, but I sure hope I am. It seems like they're all going for it. That's good news. They're not just... Most of them aren't just aiming for nothing. What part of command aggressive do you not get? You've been useless this entire time because you aren't attacking. Yeah. Hi. We are in a boss battle that absolutely destroyed us last time. So hopefully we're going to do better this time. Which it seems like we're doing better already. Yeah, today's all about boss battles. And we've actually been clearing them out pretty thoroughly. Sweet! Alright. Who's dead? Did we lose a single one? Oh my goodness, you guys survived? You're all hungry, but you survived? I'm amazed. You guys all should have died. So, you know what? Maybe Banlord was easier than Blasmat Rio. But then again, maybe we were just having a bad matchup because Blasmat Rio, now that I think about it, is also a fire type. And so, no wonder he would kill all my ice types. I should be arranged to clean my room. Put the baby's crib in Munchie's room. Ah. Oh, I'm sure Munchie's going to be so happy about that. Alright. Well, I can't believe we actually defeated that. I was hoping for better Terra Prisma. But maybe we're just going to have to kill him 1,000 times to actually be able to just upgrade that. Wait, what is this? Oh, this is a rare schematic. Okay. She's actually really excited. I feel like I'm toughest heavy, but your AC broke. Bro, you just have the worst AC luck ever, don't you? It's always the AC with you, huh? Wait. Oh, are these... Did I accidentally sort away all my celestial sigils? Oh. Oh, probably when I did the sorting when I first got here. Okay. Too bad we don't get Moonlord as a pal. That would be amazing. Xenolord, I guess? I wonder what Xenolord level Xenolord is. We need a couple more slates of Xenolord. I think we had one, now that I think about it. I think, or two. But building a few more isn't gonna hurt. Yeah, we'll just build the last two. What? Is it gonna tell us what level he is? Level 65. Ooh. This is gonna be scary. Did you guys take it? No, you haven't even finished. Sekhmet, did you run all the way up here just to get hungry to run all the way back down? Sekhmet, get your butt back up here. It's gonna take you 2 seconds, please. Do your job. I don't pay you nothing to laze around. Okay. Xenolord, I imagine, is either... I mean, I guess we could just search it up. Xenolord palworld. I think it's a dark type. Dark dragon elemental. Okay. Dark dragon. which means our ice types actually might. Man, choosing Moldron Christ is actually a great option for us. Which means we need, what is this? Defense? Ice damage enhancement. Yeah, so we need ice damage enhancement because that's what's going to be good against them. And I really wish we had, like, we could do PAL defense against elemental or whatever. Like ice damage reduction for our pals. Because I don't think we are going to need to worry too much about our defense. Well, let's go. We've got 4 slates, so let's go find them and find out. What's the worst that could happen? We die? Wouldn't be the first time. Okay. I wish there was like a more concrete way to do better damage against elementals. But the grenades suck. Grenades are way too underleveled to actually do any good damage against them. So I guess just counting on all our Moldrons. He's going to be higher level than all our Moldrons. Which is going to be a problem. Hey, stop being hungry. Oh, perfect. It froze him. Sweet. With this many that are able to freeze him, maybe he'll just be permanently frozen. This is like half the reason why I designed him around Moldron Christ. So that way he could do that. Stop being hungry. Oh, and half of them are dead. Where's the PAL box? What is going on? Owie, owie, owie. Where's my PAL box? Oh, there it is. You. Oh, they're all dead. That's not good news. Peaceful. Come on. Thank you. Move all you out. And wait, don't we have more on level 20? Yeah, right here. Okay. Heal. Okay. I have to move to the keyboard so that way I could do this. Perfect, it froze him. And he just did an AoE. Okay. Heal. I wish it would do an AoE heal so that way you could heal everyone on the ground as well. Okay, you. We definitely want to res you. Oh, hi guys. What are you all doing here? You're not supposed to be here. That's so unfair. You get to summon extras? Actually, I think he's gonna do an AoE. So, let's take everyone out. Yep, there it is. Oh wait, your freaking thing's still on cooldown. Put you back in, take you back out. Okay. I need you guys to do a little more damage here, please. You guys are supposed to be effective against him. Come on. Oh my goodness, he's still at like 2/3 health. This is ridiculous. He does so much damage. Alright, you know what? Screw this. This strategy isn't working, clearly. We're just gonna have to do this, or oh, never mind, I died. I was gonna say we're just gonna have to do this our own. But good thing dying doesn't mean the battle is over. Do I have to go grab my stuff again? No. Okay. Oh. Nope. 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 Oh, hey, you only... Ow! Really? The last one? Was the last one necessary? Oh, wow. That was brutal. Okay. Lylene. Heal us. No! You were supposed to heal us. Why is he doing so much damage all of a sudden? Come on. Healers. Thank you. Moldron. Fight. Okay, maybe this seems like it works a little better. It's like actually, if we're in here, we actually get to do some damage. Come back before you end up getting sliced. Nope. This attack and retreat seems to actually kind of be working. No, run! Run, Hydrolon! Run! Oh my goodness, please! Vestelia. Actually, no, you take way too much damage. Belenoir. I wish you were condensed. We really need to condense you at some point. So you can actually do some extra damage. We need you. Ow. Heal us. Yes! Lylene, let's go. We just dodge it all. Reset Lylene. Missed me. Come here. Don't get hit by those. Come here. Don't get hit by that. I just recall him every time he's about to get attacked. Then he can't take any damage. Hey, wait, we're not dead yet. Don't play sad sounds yet. But we are getting bullied. Whoa, wait, did he take damage from his own attack there? Is that good news? Okay, well, Hydrolon does not seem to be too great at actually keeping him away. Use your ability. What it was? Oh no, I felt like it was a pretty self-explanatory. It was a sad violin. Modron, please take some hits for me. Okay, we need to get out of his range. He's gonna kill us again. Where's our buffer? There we are. What is that frost sound? Oh, yeah. Moldron is about dead. Lylene, heal us. Thank you. Moldron Christ, go! Take two! The only one in here? Right now? Yes. You missed all our friends. They were in here earlier. Okay, well, he's dead. There's the boost. Ow. Oh, we could probably build the better boost now, honestly. Oh, it's good. It's good. Yeah, well, I try Saturdays. Sometimes. Ow, I forgot about that part. Not always easy. Oh my goodness. We're only like like a third of the way through left. If we could do a ton of damage right now, that'd be great. But you're all dead still. Get you out of my way so I can see. Hydrolon's dead. Molodron, go. What is he doing? You know what, Molodron? If you could freeze... Oh, perfect. I was just about to ask. If you could freeze them, that'd be great. Let's res a few of these guys just to take the heat off of us. See if we can get some damage out here. Lylene, please res us. Gosh darn it, Lylene, you suck. Yo, wait. Xeno guards? We haven't caught a Xeno guard yet. Lylene, you're pissing me off. Pardon me, excuse me. Molodron, please kill these guys. They're getting ridiculous. There we go. Oh my goodness. Where's our other Lyleens? You. Okay. Oh, well, we lost. I was like, wait, why did it all stop? Yeah, we lost. Level 3. Oh, this is our Lylene. Here we are. Well, we did better than I expected, but not good enough. Where's actually better Lylene? We'll throw everyone else in our party over here. Might as well res all these guys. Pal team is hungry. What are you talking about? We literally have a bunch of food right here. No, not the heavy throw. Hi, Sugargun. Welcome in. Welcome in. You are here. It says that you're not. Why does it say that you're not? It says I only have one viewer. Okay. There's our Lylene that we can go put back there. We just got folded by Xenolord, which is unfortunate because it said Xenolord 65, and if Xenolord 65, yeah, I'm struggling here. I know. You can't see me. Oh, you a stealthy ninja? Yeah. Xenolord is only level 65. Well, I think the tower boss is probably going to be higher level than that. Is at least 65, probably 70, because Faybreak was 60. So it's gotta at least be 65 or 70, and we can't even beat Xenolord. And that doesn't even give us a chance against Petelius, or whatever that is. I don't remember its name officially. Oh, wait, we need to reset you. Then we are not strong enough to actually fight these guys, which is unfortunate, because I don't know. We could start, like, farming levels with these guys or something. I don't really know what else we could even possibly do. Because, like, we could up their level because they are the right elemental type, but they just aren't surviving long enough. And it would take so long. Ah. Ooh, why is it crashing? Wait, why is it so slow? Hello? My game is loading fine. Why is everything else loading so slow? Why is my VTuber moving so laggy? Let me see. No, now it's working just fine. Weird. I looked over right when you threw stuff and it like was being super slow. Oh, wait, maybe that's not this. Yeah, there we go. What the crap? I just pressed that like 10 years ago. What the crap? I guess so. But OBS is it OBS? Is OBS the one that's so slow? Why are you so slow? Look at this. Like I'm trying to scroll here and it's okay. Ooh. Scroll down. Oof. Nope. There we go. Scroll down. Scroll down. Come on. Yeah, that's so long. Why is it having such a hard time? My dropped frames is 0%. I've got good internet. CPU's not crazy high. It says that I've got 60 FPS. What bullcrap are you spouting? Hello? Why are you so slow? Let's look at our throwing system seems to be just fine. But then when I press my button to throw, any day now. Any day now. Hello? Or not, or it's not even going to happen. I'm pressing our button to throw. Did our Twitch throwing system... Okay. Oh, well, the sound is bugged, but... Ooh, yeah, wait. I just pulled it up and it looked like it worked just fine. Let me see. Yeah, see, I can spam it here. But then the second I hide it behind and then try again, it lags like crazy. What the crap? My model? Okay, so it's just the throwing system that's lagging. Why is the throwing system lagging so badly? Weird. If I just leave it open like that. Nope. Still isn't working. Okay, and then if I just move over to OBS. Here's our cursor. Try again. Oh my goodness, it's lagging so bad. But my cursor seems to be moving just fine. If I move my model, that doesn't look like it's like spacing out or anything. It's just the throwing system. Weird. Okay, well, sorry guys if the throwing system suddenly starts not working correctly. My goodness. I guess I don't even know. Maybe we should maybe we just close it. That one doesn't we can actually close and reopen. If we close our system and then we need to go to our Steam page and then reopen you. Okay, Any day now. There we go. Hide that. Things are working. And now if we go into the game and throw, it lags again. What the crap? Weird. Why is it lagging so bad? Is my model really, like, they're not in the same thing. So it looks like my model's fine. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oop. My phone's frozen. You're supposed to be live. Is my live frozen? Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We might just have to call it a day here. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe my PC's been on too long. I was on it for a while before I started stream. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Why are you not working? Well, you know what? We basically hit our 3-hour mark. It's a little behind schedule, I guess. Why is you not working? Gonna turn off that. It's still, OBS still says everything is fine, and yet, and so it's got to be like my internet connection or my upload speed slow or something. And so, because my model, when I'm moving it around on screen and I'm looking at OBS, here, I can actually probably just show you guys that. I can go onto this, and my model seems to be moving just fine right here. It wiggles, it doesn't look like it's stuttering, it doesn't look like it's not working, which is run through VTube Studio. Right? So that's run through VTube Studio. So clearly OBS is working. It's got full bars, it's 0 frames. It's got good kilobytes per second. That's only using 2% CPU, so it's got a ways to go. And VTube Studio is working. Yeah, apparently you just have to throw things at me. But my game seems to be running fine. I can move things around. It's showing up on OBS just fine. It has a little bit of lag spikes occasionally, but it always has had those. It's just not a 100% optimized game. But it's fairly optimized. But, so I can like roll around just fine. All the animations look clean to me. It looks clean on OBS. There's a little bit of stuttering in my model, I think. But that's fine. Google seems to be open images. That loaded so fast. That loaded so fast. And so if it was like internet problems, I'd imagine it would be that. And like it would have like slowed this down, but I can scroll way down and look how fast things are loading. That was crazy fast. I don't think this is palworld. This looks more like Volheim. Yeah, I don't know. Oh no, we'll just search up palworld, so that way we have something to. Nope, not palworld. You know what? Whatever. Palworld. Stop putting in tools. I literally just made this mistake. I know I'm an idiot. Palworld space. Space. There. I hate the autofill feature. It pisses me off. Yeah, this is all loading just fine. Maybe... Ooh, there was a little lag there, but I think that was just because we were opening it. Let's go to our Twitch. Twitch channel. Just stuttering in my model, I think. But that's fine. Oh. Ooh. Google. I hear audio. Open images. That loaded so fast. That loaded so fast. And so if it was like internet problems. Ooh, but okay, you know what? Good enough. That's my cue to end the stream, guys. I hit our 3-hour mark, or just about. It says down here that we've been recording for about 3 hours, which is kind of like the point that I want, like I end up wanting to stream. I don't know. I guess I could fill in the last, what is it, 5 minutes? Man, I kind of wanted to show you guys how to troubleshoot this, but I don't know. I don't understand what's going on. Clearly, it's not working on... Yeah, the live on YouTube is so far behind the... Let me open my Twitch on my phone. Maybe that's Smith. Is this working? Hey! Twitch is getting this just fine, at least. That's good news. Weird. YouTube is not, though. YouTube is... Is it even gonna open on my YouTube app? I don't know. Oh? Hey! That kind of seems like it's working, but I'm not gonna risk it. We're gonna fill the last 5 minutes, and then we'll call it a stream. Oh my goodness. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I think it's just because my computer's probably warm. I've been on it most of the day, prepping for stream and farming and stuff like that. So we'll see. We hit our 3-hour goal anyway, and we hit basically all the bosses that I kind of expected to hit. We'll open this for those who can see it. We hit all our bosses, and so that leaves next stream to hit probably the rest of these blueprints, stuff like Orzurk's. Wait, didn't we just get Orzurk's talisman? Why aren't you marked off? Yeah, wait, why is this not working? Let's reset this. There we go. Now it's marked off. Okay. We'll hit the rest of these charms, and maybe I'll get at least most of the Depresso effigies, just so that way we have the resistances to that. And then I don't even know how we're gonna fight. Like, we're pretty high level. I don't know what we need left to do to even fight those remaining bosses. Because they're gonna kick our butts, especially Patelia, or Petelius, or whoever this is. Where is our Alpha Pals? And biome bosses. Yeah. Level 70 biome boss. Along with, this says it's level 68 with whoever Xiaolong is. I don't know who Xiaolong is. That does not sound like it's the whale boss. So we are severely wrong on that one. Ari, which means it's probably the stupid flying dragon, which I think is like, yeah, okay, it fits the theme, but I think it would have been cooler if she was riding the giant whale boss. Whatever. So maybe we just need better gear ourselves. Like, we can upgrade ourselves however much we want, but that's not gonna upgrade our pals, and our pals are what's carrying our damage for these bosses. And so I don't know what to do about that fact, because That kind of creates the issue that, like, we could either just raise their level to level 80 and just start grinding out some, like, XP and start fighting Bjorn again and farm up Bjorn. But we're already at level or above. I think, didn't it say Xenolord was 65? All our pals were level 70 at, like, minimum, I think. At least 69. So I don't know how much upgrading our pals is going to do. And upgrading all the Moldrons is going to take forever, which I could do. I could level them up to probably level 70 somewhat okay quickly. But even just that 5 to 10 levels higher isn't going to be enough to keep them alive. So they're just going to die probably before halfway through. And if we just sit there trying to revive, that didn't seem to be working because he's just doing so much damage so fast. So we just need to find a way for our pals, for our party, to just do crazy damage. I think that's the only way to do this, is like to figure out a way for our party to do damage, because we can manage rezzing just our party just fine. We did like half the battle against him raising or just dealing with our party, right? So I don't know. So if we could figure out, we probably want to switch out our Moldron to something that's going to be more formulaic with our team. Because while Moldron might get the status buff against him because he's ice doing against a dragon type, he's not meshing with the rest of our team. So we need like something on our team to upgrade our dark types, or something that like let's see. Palworld, pal that gets stronger with every dark type in party. Hydrolon. Yes, we know Hydrolon. Increases speed. Oh, and attack power for each dark and dragon type present in your party. That's good to know. Oh, maybe we will just have to bank it all on Hydrolon, or maybe like dragon. Dragon type. Xiaolong. Okay. Additionally, endgame variants like Hydrolon, Hydrolon Ignis for each other pal. Is that the only 3? Okay. So Hydrolon is going to be our bank. He's going to be the one that we bank on. And then, since it's only for party, we could just put in all our Moldrons into the box. I'm trying to think if there's like anything better we can do. I guess we could set up our base. You know what? We could set up our base to start doing damage. We could set up like the guns, and well, I don't know if the guns are even going to be worthwhile, but we could try to set up the guns or see what that is. We could set up beds or like resting spots and other stuff like that. And I guess just up our level. I really don't know what else we could do. Ah, I got it. What if we find a pal like Chillit that either in our party, let's see. Is there a pal in Palworld that changes your attack type by just being in your party? No. in your active party is not enough. It generally needs to be summoned. Darn it, or ridden. Okay, that's a shame. But maybe if Eidolon isn't enough, pal in palworld that changes your attack type to what? Ice? Ice? Frostallion. Okay, we could get a Frostallion as a robe. It boosts ice attack. So we could get a Frostallion. That way our attacks would do ice damage. Did you attack or Iceland or Beacon? Whatever works, I guess. That way we have, like, our attacks are hitting even harder. Maybe. But maybe we should switch it. Wait, what type is what type in Pal World is, who's the Xenogard? Nope, not, yeah, actually Xenogard. Pure Dragon. Xenogard's Dragon. Okay, so that's gonna need ice, and Vander is a dark type. Well, okay, so we'll either have to pick between ice and dragon type. But since Xenogard is probably the strongest, we need to maybe focus on ice attacks. I want to, like, I don't want to build a whole freaking team and do all the breeding and all the partner skills and all of the stat boosts for a team just for ice typing, just to then never use it again after this. And so I would love to just, like, kill this guy. That way we don't have to deal with changing our whole team. Because that's a ton of breeding, a ton of finding, a ton of that. Like, a lot of leveling up just for an ice type advantage in one fight. So maybe if we just take Frostallion, level him up to level 60 or 70, and then ride Frostallion, and when he dies we can use Hydrolon with the rest of our pals being dark type. And then our damage will do, our explosive damage with our new gun might hopefully help fight back. I think that's our strategy, is a Frostallion. Now the possibility of actually getting a freaking Frostallion with decent levels. I don't know if we can breed up a Frostallion, or because he's a legend you can only breed a Frostallion with Frostallion kind of stuff. Oh, we could also condense the rest of our pals, because the rest of our pals aren't condensed completely. So like Bella Noir, I think, is one of the strongest dark type pals in the game. Which, oh, maybe that's why we're having so much trouble, is that he's a dragon type and our whole build is based around dark types. That might be why he destroyed, what's their name, Wistelia, within like 2 hits. But Wistelia might just not be incredibly strong. I just have her because she ups defense for other dark types. So if we pick up a bunch of dragon types as well, that might also increase our Eidolon. I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll plan this out. I'll brain work it. I'll brain shop it. I'll workshop it. I'll, you know, all the shops and things about it. because I don't know why it's kicking our butt so bad. I've never heard anyone else having so much issues with this, but like, we didn't do terribly, but he did kick our butt pretty bad. So, I don't know. But, hey, that's our 5 minutes filled. So, thank you all so much for joining. Oh, there we go. I just did the quick motion thing again. Gosh darn it. I just switched the monitor from this to above the TTI. So, that's what my op was. Okay, thank you all so much for joining. I hope you all had fun. It was nice that we got to kill all these bosses and get them checked off and kind of explore the rest of Faybreak. We didn't really explore it all that much when we first went there. So now that we kind of checked that off, maybe we can farm for more legendaries and maybe that will help. Like more legendary schematics, and that will help us increase our damage or something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm struggling. This is also part of the reason why I want to end stream. Is like I'm out of it. I'm so tired. So thank you for joining. I hope you all stay safe. It says that we only have one chatter, so we're not going to bother with raiding anyone today. I'll see you all next time, Tuesday or Thursday. Well, Tuesday is the planned one, but I don't know if it's going to be palworld. I'm really trying to get my friends to coordinate to do like Peak or something. I think Peak would be fun, especially since they just released a new update. So that would be fun. But